Hello everyone, welcome to session 3. In this session, we'll be looking tips and preparation methods for RC part 2. In our previous video, we have looked at why RC in CAT, past papers and analysis, and the preparation tips. So in this video, we'll be looking at preparation material, time frame for preparation, and the method for self-check and self-feedback. Before moving ahead to the preparation material, let us look at few important things that you should always remember while preparing for RCs. RC preparation helps for VAT, that is the written ability test, GD, group discussions, and interviews, which are a part of intake of IIMs and other MBA colleges. Apart from this, RCs will also be useful for your summer internships and your final placement preparations. So preparation for RCs will never go to waste. Always question if there's a smart way to prepare, because skill is never a waste, so you should only look at smart ways of preparing when you anyways have to prepare. So we will be looking in further slides as to how to use this preparation to the maximum possible extent. Some of you would have heard about Ikigai. Let us practically look at how to ensure we follow this Ikigai. Also, be open to at least listen and consider to all points of view before you take a decision. So this is the most important attribute of a leader. Even though you are inclined towards a particular view, you should be open to listen and consider all other views before taking a decision. So this as well you should develop and keep in mind always while you prepare for RCs. Let us now look at the preparation material. Aspirants, as you can see, will be two types of students. One would be those who would have had their education in vernacular languages, that is the local languages, and others would have had their medium of instruction as English. So these are the different modes of material from where you can get the material for preparation. One would definitely be the books. I mean the books prescribed for CAT, novels, etc. We'll be discussing it in detail. Others would be newspapers, articles, and blogs. Another mode of preparation would be writing. So again, I will discuss how writing is a mode of preparation. Then talking to a mentor or senior of similar background, and online practice. So looking at the themes suggested, the themes would be anything and everything, like how we discussed in the first video. But just to list down, the themes would vary from history, psychology, science and technology, politics to economics, geography, anthropology, sports, arts, etc. So don't overburden yourself by looking at all this material and all the themes. You have to just enjoy the process. I will also give you some of the tips as to how you can make this process more enjoyable and more interesting in upcoming slides. So coming to the books, Word Power Made Easy, Normal Grammar Rules, and VARC by Arun Sharma and Meenakshi Upadhyay. These are the general books suggested by everyone for CAT. However, if you are someone from media of instruction as English, or if you are someone who are reasonably good at English, I suggest not to spend much time on vocabulary and grammar. However, if you are someone who had their education in vernacular languages, you could spend some time on understanding the basic rules of grammar and some basic vocabulary. But for anyone in general, don't spend too much time on vocabulary, and especially for those who are comfortable at English, don't spend time on these books at all, on the first two books at all. So okay, so then how can you improve your vocabulary, or how can you improve your reading skills? We'll be looking at it further. Also, books on the above themes you can go through. You can let me know if you want the list of the books, but in general, novels from different authors on the above themes are some of the books which you can go through. So now coming to newspapers and articles. So you should read newspapers and magazines of both inclination, of both left as well as right. So you can look at the Hindu, Swaraja, etc. And it is very important to have readings from both the inclinations. Also, one newspaper for business news is important to read. I personally read Economic Times, and you can choose from whatever paper you like. Magazines in your field. So you can read some of the magazines such as IEEE, magazines of IEEE, journals of IEEE, ASME, etc. Whatever your field is in, you can read some of the articles related to that field. And for to get on top of the news and to get on top of what is happening recently, you can download the apps, and especially for interview preparation, this voice readout option in some of the apps has helped me. And online articles on New York Times, Economist, etc. you can read. Aeon is one of the sites where you could get articles from all different fields. This is one of the good online source for articles. So now, having covered newspapers and books part, so now let us see how you will be improving your vocabulary if not reading from Word Power Made Easy, etc. So after you read a particular article, you can go back and look at the meaning of the words which you think are difficult. Before that, try to understand the contextual meaning of that word in that particular paragraph. Also, there are okay, so there are this lot of books and lot of newspapers and articles which are suggested by me, and a lot of people would be suggesting you as well. You need not repeat. For example, if you are reading a lot of history books, you can read articles of different genres. So this is not an exhaustive list. Again, you can mix and match as per what suits you the best. Coming to writing, how writing will improve, especially for those students who are from who had their media of education in vernacular languages, writing will especially help you to know where you are going wrong. Like if you have any issue in the sentence formation, if you have any issue in the formation of the paragraph. So this will not only help you in RC, this will increase your speed in RC. This will also help you for the other VA part as well, the para jumbles, the odd sentence out, para completion, etc. You can find your negatives very easily through writing. Also, writing blogs, etc. can add up to your profile as well. So it could be one of your extracurricular activities, etc. when you discuss in your interviews, or further when you write your resumes for your internships and your final placements. So for anyone, it is in general suggested to write some of your ideas down so that you understand what your weak points are and whether you are able to frame that like take a particular subject and frame a paragraph, understand what should be first, what should be next, etc. But especially for those from, as I said, who had the media of instruction vernacular language, it is very important to write. Also, pick a mentor and or a senior who is from a similar background. What this will do is, like as I said, different strategies work for different people. If you talk to a mentor or senior who has a similar background like you, like someone from your same office or someone from your same college, their strategies might suit you as well. So that is one of the reasons it is better you talk to at least 2 or 3 mentors or seniors and then frame your own strategy. Online practice. Online practice is very different and very important as compared to your offline practice. So in offline, you would have different ways of reading. So you might read something, you might underline, you might put your finger there and then go like at some important point and then go to the next one. Whereas CAT is an online exam. So if you have to effectively utilize your preparation time, you should from the beginning itself practice online, like reading the paragraph online, understanding it online, and answering it online. So that is very important. So you can take for that some 50 to 30 minutes of short tests which are available in some of the educational sites, and also practice to read online, like as I said before. Okay, so now having said all this, coming to tips on how to get the most of this reading or how to make this reading more interesting, is that Always, first thing is always keep VA questions in mind, because the preparation for VA and RC is not completely different, and a portion of preparation of RC covers for VA as well. If you are if you keep that fact in mind, that what are the requirements for parajumbles, to solve parajumbles, what are requirements to understand what is the odd sentence out, etc. So always keep this in back of your mind, so that you will consciously look at how the paragraph is formed, what is the vocabulary, all this, right, and the contextual meaning, etc. Then try to find aspects related to self in different topics. Self in the sense, industry of work, like you can look at the value chain of your industry, and you can read related to that value chain, related to the countries which play a critical role in value chain, or related to the new developments in your industry of work. Or you can also look at your city or village of birth, education, and the place of work currently, and you can read maybe history on that. Maybe you can read more about the flora and fauna of that particular part. Also, you can read about the language and literature of mother tongue. While understanding your language and literature of mother tongue, you can read some of the articles in English related to this, and you can read about your role models, the life histories of role models, etc., etc. Why am I suggesting this is, it will help you in two ways. First thing is, it will make it more interesting. If you read something about your own city or your own state which you have never read before, you can connect it to that immediately, and it will help in developing that habit of reading, developing that habit of reading 1 or 2 hours every day. Also, the second thing is, this is very important for your CAT interviews. Once you start interview preparation, you will have very less time, and then you should know everything and anything about yourself. So yourself meaning where you are born, the city you are born, the rivers in the state in which you are there, etc., etc. So consciously reading the topics which are related to you not only will help you in making your RC comprehension skills better, they will also serve as a part of preparation for your interviews as well. Yeah, so as I said, for VAT, CAT or MBA entrance interviews, placements, all these will be helpful. Also, the budget part. So the budget is released for this year, so you can go through the budget as well, and you can, that will be a different genre of reading, and you can understand what is happening related to your field of education or your field of work. And again, that will provide you a different type of RC practice, and that will also again help you in your interviews. Coming to the time frame for preparation and the method for self-check and feedback. So now you have from May to November of 2020. News and short articles you have to keep reading throughout, because as I said, they will be useful after November as well when you prepare for your interviews. There's novels, books, especially for vocabulary and grammar. If at all you are very weak at grammar or vocabulary, and if you think you definitely need to read these books, I suggest you put a deadline for yourself as September or mid-September and stop there. And also for those people who read novels and all, if you're a voracious reader, that is fine. But if you're reading for purposes of improving your RC and VA and CAT, you can stop it in mid-September, novels, etc. And from then on, you can practice directly the mocks and the different RCs and all. So writing, as I said, for profile building and for those people who don't know what is their weak part, I asked you to practice writing. So this writing you can start in mid-June, so that this May to mid-June you can a little bit improve on your vocabulary, and you can read news and short articles and come into that flow, and then you can start writing. But again, stop this by mid-September. Practicing timed RCs is very important throughout. So from the day one, you should always time your RCs. Why? Because it gives the data for yourself, for your self-analysis. So from the day one itself, whenever you solve an RC, solve as if you're solving it in an exam. It is okay if it takes 15 minutes or 10 minutes initially, but you should know how much time it is taking for you. So you should always time your RCs and practice. And as you keep growing every month, you should see an improvement in yourself. You should consciously try to improve that, reading it quickly and still understanding the essence, skimming through some of the parts and reading the important parts as we discussed in previous video. So initially, say you take 15 minutes for an RC, you can try to reduce 1 or 2 minutes for reading an RC every month. Can you try doing that? Because our goal is 8 to 9 minutes on an average per RC reading as well as solving. So this doesn't mean that every RC you should read in 8 or 9 minutes. It may so happen that in a particular paper, there are some very big and verbose RCs and there are relatively easy RCs which you can finish in say 6 or 7 minutes. So some RCs may take you 10 to 12 minutes and some may take 5 to 6 minutes. So for this, what you should do is you have to take a set of RCs, 3 or 4 RCs or 5 RCs at a time, and you put the limit for the entire set. Say you take 4 RCs and keep a 35-minute or a 40-minute time. See if you are able to solve all the 4 cumulatively. It is okay if you take more time for one of the RC. See if you can take lesser time for an easy RC and at least answer 50% of the questions. Also, for this, you need to practice VA RC section completely. So you can take along with VA questions as well. This 1 hour you can sit and do for 1 hour and see how you divide time amongst different sections. And then later you can analyze, right? So uncomfortable topics, I suggest you practice initially, because as you move from say mid-August or September, you should become more confident and you should practice more of what you know. So until mid-August, starting maybe May starting, so you practice your uncomfortable topics. Post that you can practice a mix of uncomfortable topics as well as the topics of your comfort. And actually, if you read and if you if your preparation strategy is very proper, by this mid-August you should be comfortable with all the topics, at least to a certain extent. Past papers I suggest you do only towards the end. The reason for this is I saw many people doing past papers in very early, like in May, June, July, etc. And what they end up is they end up remembering the answers for all the past papers of say last 5 years or 10 years papers. And when the same questions appear in mock, you directly answer through your memory. This won't serve you any purpose, because you will not be able to estimate what is your level, where you're standing in comparison to your peers, etc. So past papers always keep to the end, and maybe you can go through 1 or 2 years papers to understand how CAT paper is, but majorly you practice from other sources, maybe some books or some online tutorials or online sites, but never ever practice the past set of question papers before itself, before to September or October. So from May to mid-September, practice at least 1 or 2 mocks per month, and at least the whole mock. So mocks, in the sense, what I mean is you can take if not 3 hours, if you don't get 3 hours at a stretch, especially for those people who are working, you can practice 1 hour, 1 hour for quantitative, 1 hour for LIDR, 1 hour for VARC. But practice this 1 hour completely. Why? Because this 8 to 9 minutes on an average part, you will be able to understand only if you practice the entire 1 hour. But when you do this, at least from maybe July or August, you should practice the entire mock at least once, the 3 hours at a stretch, at least once a month. So this will make you understand what is your attention span, whether you are able to give the same amount of attention throughout the 3 hours, and like, are you doing better in your first answered section or mid section or last section. All this analysis is very important. So you should do at least 1 mock a month, at least starting from July and August, and mock every week from starting from mid-September. Every week, the whole 3-hour mock. So you have to make time, either some Saturday or Sunday, or maybe late Friday night. You can sit and do, especially for those people who are working. You have to take this 3-hour mocks regularly to understand, and you have to analyze them. So that is it for this session. In the upcoming videos, we will be looking at the preparation strategy, that is the VA part of VARC, how to prepare, and the preparation strategy for DILR. And that's all. If you have any doubts or any queries, you can post in the comments or in our WhatsApp group. Thank you.